What was the craziest rumor at your school? When I was a junior, the wildest rumor we had going around was about our English teacher, Ms. Everett. She was new that year, probably in her mid-20s, always dressed sharp, glasses, tidy bun, carried around a leather messenger bag like she was headed to an editor's meeting. She was cool, smart, and very no-nonsense. Then the rumor started. It began when Jake, class clown, Zero Chill, was browsing at the bookstore and found a romance novel by an author named R.J. Winters. The cover had some moody-looking couple on it, but Jake swore the writing style felt familiar. He bought it, brought it to class, and started reading excerpts out loud. The way the author described emotion, the way sentences flowed, it sounded just like the feedback Ms. Everett left on our essays. Jake compared the book's notes to her comments on his last paper. The phrasing was scarily similar. From there, it snowballed fast. Soon, half the class was convinced Ms. Everett was secretly R.J. Winters, a romance author who'd been quietly publishing steamy bestsellers under a pen name. Her initials lined up, her vibe matched. She was always on her laptop during lunch, typing like her life depended on it, but she'd slam it shut if anyone got too close. Someone checked the author bio, mysteriously vague, no photo, just a note about how she values her privacy. That was all we needed. People started bringing the books to school. Some would ask her to sign them as a joke, and she'd roll her eyes and say, "Guys, drop it." Never denied it outright, never confirmed it either. The school paper decided to run with it. They put out an article called, "Is Ms. Everett Living a Double Life?" The principal was not amused. The editors got pulled into the office, and the issue was pulled from circulation the same day. But by then, it was out of control. Upperclassmen were sneaking into her lunch period just to catch her typing. People made memes. One guy brought a copy of Midnight Confessions to prom and said he was reading it for moral support. Ms. Everett started looking more and more uncomfortable in class. Less talkative, shorter temper. She started leaving right after the bell. No more lunch breaks in her classroom. Then, one day, we walked into class and found a sub. No warning, no goodbye. The sub just said Ms. Everett had to move suddenly to care for a sick relative. That was the official story. Her room was cleared out by the end of the week. People said she'd run away because she got exposed. Others said the books were too successful and she quit to become a full-time author. A few were convinced she got outed and fired even though the school never said a word. And that was that. 2 years after graduation, I was at Barnes & Noble and saw a display for a new R.J. Winters book. Big print, gold font, dramatic cover. I flipped it over, expecting maybe, finally, a photo. There was one. It wasn't Ms. Everett. Totally different woman. Different state, whole different background. My jaw dropped. I opened to the acknowledgements page just to make sure. And there it was. To my students at Westlake High, you gave me the courage to finally chase this dream. It wasn't her book, but it was her push. Ms. Everett wasn't R.J. Winters, but she knew her, and she'd clearly inspired her. Turns out, while we were all busy trying to expose some dramatic double life, Ms. Everett had just quietly supported someone else's. Somehow that was even cooler.